What's up, guys? So I know you've all been waiting with bated breath for me to come out with another breath belt tutorial. I have two other IGTV videos basically detailing how to put it on and when to use it in your training. I still like using it for my warm-ups and basically everything leading into my top sets, especially now that I'm in meet prep. I switch over to my SBD lever belt, but still wear this for about a total of 30 minutes every day. But I wanted to make this video talking about how I use it on the day-to-day and the similarities and differences between the breath belt and this guy right here. The SoRite is an awesome piece of equipment. It's another tool in your toolbox. I have one. I bought it. I'm not affiliated with them in any way, and I love using it. But the biggest thing with this is you relax and you let the knob, whatever the fuck this is, dig into you and basically release your psoas and a couple other deep hip flexor muscles. But the key word there is that you relax. So you have to basically lie prone and let it sink into you and not resist it in any manner. The cool thing about the breath belt, especially the Volume 2, which is the one that I have on now, it's the one that we're currently selling, that you can't even buy the Volume 1 anymore. But the pouches on the front, what people have asked me about, like they're like, what do I use these for? How do I do these? Or what do I do with them? These can be used to basically achieve the same thing as the SoRite, instrument-assisted soft tissue manipulation, or basically just self-administered massage, but while you're doing shit. That's the coolest thing about this. I put this on and I can actually go through hip flexion. I can do RDLs, I can do my warm-ups, I can walk on the treadmill, or I can just do some active breathing exercises, which is really what I love to do with this now that I'm in meet prep, now that I want to minimize my stress and basically just make sure everything through here is loose and moving fine and not locked up so I don't feel like a bag of smashed assholes the whole time. So you guys know how to put this on. You've seen me wear it. It's basically the fucking corset looking thing that it is. But with the Volume 2, you can see that I have lacrosse balls in there. I am a thick cord dude. I squat 900 pounds in wraps and 800 pounds in sleeves. If you're not quite there, if you're not quite that big, you might not want to use the lacrosse balls. You could use the balled up socks, tennis balls, maybe golf balls, just something little and maybe less aggressive than these guys. But I put these in, and what I do is I will simply put the breath belt on. And I know you guys have to deal with watching me put it on again, but put the thing on, super easy to do. Don't even have to think about it at this point. But when you put it on, basically just move it around, be like, all right, those are the tight spots. You will find out where the tight spots are. Basically, your body's gonna let you know. But then once you get there, you can simply walk on the treadmill. I like starting my workouts with 20 minutes of walking with the balls in, just to basically loosen everything up. It gives me an extra little bit of tactile cueing, just something to push into with my abdomen, and it releases those deep hip flexor muscles that we really can't get that mind muscle connection with. And in doing so, basically just lets you brace better, move more freely, and be stronger in better positions. So that's why, even though this late in the game in meet prep, I'm like 5 weeks out at this point, still working on breaking my squat record and doing the whole thing that I always fucking talk shit about, just doing well and kicking ass and all that stuff. I still wear this for about a total of 20 minutes, or not 20, about 40 minutes per day, whether it's 20 minutes of activity and then simply lying prone on my belly, doing some breath work for 10 to 20 minutes at the end of the night just to wind down. But that's the tutorial. There's not much of a tutorial to it. It's just showing you that the difference between this and other soft belts is the fact that we have those pouches. You can achieve instrument-assisted soft tissue manipulation, all the while still bracing against something to learn how to do that with your transverse abdominis and your obliques and your paraspinals. So if you want to brace better, if you want to be stronger and you want to feel better through the abdomen, try the Volume 2. Test out the lacrosse balls, test out the balled up socks first, probably, just because the lax balls are going to be fucking aggressive. But see how it feels, throw them in there, and do your breathing work, and basically just work on bracing, work on breathing better, and you're going to be moving more freely. You're going to be moving with better mind-muscle connection throughout this fucking area, and you're going to be stronger. So, as always, send me the testimonials about you getting the breath belt. If you enjoyed it, whether family members have enjoyed it, and basically if you have any more questions or want me to make any more tutorials based on how to use this or what I do with it, just hit me in the DM. I'm always there, and I'd love to hear from you. And as per usual, you can buy these through the direct link in my bio or heading to the AODcollective.com. So thank you guys. Go get your own. And stay tuned for that fun shit we talk about doing at the end of September, because I'm excited to compete.